Hello and welcome back to the Xbox Hut. Since the only real thing coming out to fill in the early part of the year is DLC for games released during the holidays, here I am coughing up my money to let you know if you should let Activision reach into your pocket and jangle your nutsack, reach into your wallet and snatch your monies. The Havoc DLC comes with 4 new multiplayer maps, a new assault rifle energy weapon, and most important of all, a zombies mode for exo survival called Exo Zombies. First, the 4 new multiplayer maps have a surprising variety in layout between them. Drift is a snow resort map that is primarily medium-range engagements, with occasional sniping opportunities. It's great for those looking for a lot of verticality and mobility, but contains an obvious central crossroads. Next is Core, which is more like the regular maps of the game. It's got a decent amount of real estate, and admittedly also has a visually unique color palette to it, feeling more visually refreshing than anything else. Much like Drift, it has a central area, but it is used as more of a shortcut than a crossroads. Next is Sideshow, and this is a sniping map, plain and simple. Since it's intended for mostly long-range engagements, assault rifles with good range are the minimum weapon to walk into this map with. Last is my favorite for many reasons, Urban. Urban is a very small map and has low mobility and minimal verticality. It is a straight-up shootout map, and there's a lot less of that bad spawn problem that occurs due to its smaller size. It's this map that I also primarily unlocked accessories for the new AE4 assault rifle energy weapon. This weapon is outclassed by its older-fashioned, projectile-firing brethren, but definitely brings a more futuristic feel. It's a medium to low-range weapon, however, so it's meant for smaller maps. It does sound pretty freaking awesome though, so if you've got a subwoofer, this weapon sounds way more powerful than it really is. Finally, and probably the mode you care about most, Exo Zombies. The new mode takes place on essentially one large segmented map. It's sadly worthy to note that this initial map is much smaller than the first map in Ghost's Extinction mode. Nonetheless, the need to constantly upgrade yourself to survive wave after wave creates a pleasantly stressful and challenging dynamic. If you don't upgrade, you will die, and you will die very quickly. This eliminates the ability for the team to hold out in one spot, requiring you to run out between waves and do some quick upgrades. All in all, it was the freshest thing in the DLC, but keep in mind, each run can take well over an hour before you eventually get wiped. Yeah, get comfortable before you start this mode. This DLC didn't bring with it any particular changes. If you thought they might have fixed the bad spawns, they didn't. With the Havoc DLC falling into its own playlist, regular players are essentially unaffected, and with the AE4 being outclassed by its less awesome sounding sisters, non-DLC players pretty much won't notice anything different from DLC players. Though a change I do hope they bring is more individual modes to the Havoc DLC. As it stands right now, it lacks separate modes, and primarily the one I care about, Ground War. I didn't buy the Season Pass because I was wary of whether it would be worth it. Unfortunately, I don't feel like the use of celebrities and their voice work made Exo Zombies worth the price of admission. Still, I can't deny the mode was both fun and also rather challenging. Of the new multiplayer maps, Urban really charmed me a bit. And lastly, the AE4 just sounds so amazing I can't resist using it, even though it gets me killed a lot on any map other than Urban. I had fun, but didn't get my money's worth, though I sort of expected that. I give the Call of Duty Havoc DLC pack a 7 out of 10. That's it for today. Doing some basic math says that at $15 I've bought a quarter of the main game. If I buy each of the 4 DLC packs separately, that comes to $60, which is 16 maps, 4 zombie stages, and several new weapons. So it's actually kind of close in proportion to the main game, considering Exo Zombies is story-driven like the campaign, just a lot smaller. Like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and of course subscribe for more Xbox One content. I'll see you next time on the Xbox Hut.